Hello, my students. We want to continue the solution of the paper 2 in this video. We will begin with the question 6. So we have a quadratic graph here. The graph shows the relation of the form y equal mx squared plus nx plus r, where m, n, and r are constants. Using the graph states a scale used on both axes. Wow. So the scale on both axes, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, sorry. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So on the x-axis, you can see we move from -2, then -4, -6, 2, 4, 6. So intervals of 2. So on the x-axis, we have 2 centimeters. So on the x-axis, we have 2 centimeters is to 2 units on x-axis. Then likewise on the y-axis, we move from at intervals of 10, so -10 to -30, -10 to -20 to -30 to -40, and so on. So 2 centimeters is to 2 centimeters is to 2 centimeters is to 10 units on the y-axis. Then find the values of m, n, and r. Values of m, n, and r. So to find that value, we need to find the equation of the line of the curve in this form. So let's begin. We can see that the curve has x-intercept at x equal -2 and x equal +4 and x equal +4. So it means the equation of the graph is of the form y equal a into bracket x plus 2 then into bracket x minus 4. Because when we equate this to 0 and we solve for x, we will get x equal -2 or x equal +4. So we need to determine the value of a. So if you look at this point here, this point, you can see that when x equal +8, y is equal to -40, -40. So we can substitute -40 is equal to a into bracket. We have 8 plus 2, then 8 minus 4. So we'll get -40 is equal to 40a. So a will be equal to -1. So it means the equation of the curve is of the form y equal -1 into bracket x plus 2 to bracket x minus 4. So we need to expand this to obtain y equal x squared, then minus 4x, then this and this will give us plus 2x, then minus 8. So the equation is y equal there's a negative sign there, So y equal negative x squared plus 2x plus 8. When we expand and simplify, we'll get this result over here. When we compare these two, y equal mx squared plus nx plus r, we will get m is equal to -1, r is equal to 8, and we have n equal to 2. Because n is the coefficient of x, it is equal to 2. M is equal to the coefficient of x squared, which is -1. Then r equal 8, which is a constant. We have to find the gradient of the line through P and Q. So point P over the x equal -3 and -5. So what is the y coordinate? And point Q over the x equal 3. Now I want to what is the y coordinate? So we've seen that the equation is y equal negative into bracket x minus x plus 2 bracket x minus 4. So when you put 3 here, 3 plus 2, so negative into bracket 3 plus 2, 5. Then 3 minus 4 is -1. So Q will be 3, 5. Then when you put -5 here, you get y equal negative into bracket -5 plus 3, which is -5 plus 2 is -2, -3, and -5 minus 4 is -9. So this will give us -27. So this is -27. Now we need to find the gradient. So let's call this one. Let's call this x1, y1, x2, y2. So the gradient is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the gradient m will be equal to y2 is 5, y1 is -27 over x2 is 3 minus -5. So that will give you 32 over 8. M equal 32 over 8. And I think this will give us 4. M equal 4. The slope of this line is +4. 32 over 8. Let me cross check if that is the correct thing. 32 over 8. Yes, it's 4. So that's it. Find the gradient of the line. So we found that one already. Then you have to state the range of values of s for which y is greater than 0. So y is greater than 0 here in this range. So over there we see that x is between +4, but it's not equal to +4 because when it is equal to +4, it's neither positive or negative, or it's neither greater than 0 or less than 0. Then you see that x is also greater than -2. So this is the range of values for which y is greater than 0. The table shows the distribution of ages of a number of children in a school. If the mean of the distribution is 7, find the value of x, a standard deviation of their ages. So, to find the mean, we know the mean is given by the sum of the frequency times x, where x in this case is the ages and the frequency the number of children over total, that is the summation of f. So we're given the mean to be 7. So 7 will be equal to, we need to times the frequency by the ages. So 2 times 3 is 6. Then we sum all of them. So 4 times 6, that will give you 24. 5 times 5 is 25. And 6 times x is 6x. 7 by 6 is 42. 8 by 9 is 72. Then 8 by 9 again, 72. 10 by 5, that's 50. All over the total frequency, 2 plus 6, so plus 6 plus 5 plus x plus 6 again plus 9 plus 8 then plus 5. So when we simplify this, we'll get 7 is equal to 6x plus 291 over x. All this will give us 41. So this will give us, we cross multiply. So 7 times into bracket x plus 41 is equal to 6x plus 291. So this will give us 7x plus 7 times 41 that will give us 287 is equal to 6x plus 291. So 7x minus 6x will give you x. Then 291 minus 287. So x will be equal to 4. Therefore, the value of x is 4. We have to find the standard deviation of their ages. So substitute the 4 here. So the x now is equal to 4. So this is the table we have, and we want to find the standard deviation. So the standard deviation is given by s is equal to square root of summation of f x squared over summation of f minus the mean squared minus mean squared minus mean squared. So it's x squared, not pi squared. X bar squared. So x bar squared. So we need to form a table where we will get these values: summation f x squared. We know the mean to be 7 already. So you take your time to form a table to get this. So as for these ones, you know you can get them. These ones over here. And these ones are the ones over here. Then fx, you times this by this, this by this, this by this to get this column. Then to get this column here, you can times this column by this column, or you times f by the square of this. So that is how we form this table here. So after that, you have to add all the values to get the totals. So from the table, summation f is 45, summation fx squared is 2401. So the standard deviation will be equal to the square root of 2401 over 45 minus 7 squared. And this will be equal to square root of 2401 divided by 45 is 53.5. 53.35 recurring. So 53.35. The 5 is recurring. Minus 49. So s will be equal to square root of minus 49. So that will be equal to 4.35 recurring. 4.35 recurring. So the 5 is recurring. Then, so you can put a bar there and put a bar at the top to show that it is recurring. So square root of this answer, square root of this answer So square root of this answer will give us 2.08699968. 2.06 2.086 869968. So to how many decimal places? We were not asked the number of decimal places. So we can do it to two decimal places. So s is equal to 2.09. Yes, 2.09 years. So the value of x is 4, and the value of The standard deviation is 2.09 years. The diameter of a cylinder closed at both ends is 7 centimeters. If the total surface area is 209 centimeters square, calculate the height. Take pi to be 22/7. So we have this, and cylinder is closed at both ends. So let me just sketch something here. Cylinder closed at both ends. So this trace, the area is pi r square. This one to pi r square. And 2 pi r h. That's the curved surface area. And we're told that if the total surface area, so this and this and this, is equal to 209. So that will give us 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h is equal to 209 centimeters squared. So we can factor 2 pi r outside, then we have r plus h inside is equal to 209. Okay, so from the question, the diameter is 7 centimeters. So the radius will be diameter over 2. So diameter over 2. Radius will be equal to diameter, which is 7 over 2, which is 3.5 centimeters. That's the radius for you. So let's go. So we have 2 times 22/7 times 3.5 into bracket 3.5 plus h, which we don't know, is equal to 209. So 2 times 3.5 will be 7. So 7 will cancel 7. So we have 22 that is left here. 22, 3.5 plus h is equal to 209. Now I divide both sides by 22. And what would that give us? Let me check on the calculator. 22, that will be 9.5. 9.5. So 3.5 plus h is equal to 209 over 22, which is 9.5. So h will be equal to 9.5 minus 3.5. And that will give you, let me check on the calculator again. So 9.5 minus 3.5, that will be 6. Oh, 6 centimeters. So make sure you add the unit. Now let's look at the B part. The points X and Y, 90 meters apart, are on the same side of a tree. The angles of elevation of the top T of the tree from X and Y on the horizontal ground width. The foot of the tree are 43 degrees and 38 degrees respectively. Illustrate the information on the diagram. So the diagram will be like this. So here is the top of the tree. So we have 43 for X. The one which is closer will be bigger. So 43, that is X. So let me use the capital letter X. Then capital letter Y. So the distance between them is 19 meters. 90 meters apart. And so this is 38 degrees. Now, This is illustration of the information on the Venn diagram, on the diagram, sorry. So let's say this is the foot of the ladder F, and the foot of the tree is F. So we finish illustrating it on the diagram. We have to find correct to 1 decimal place the height of the tree. So this is the height of the tree. So let's assume that from F to Y is n meters. So this will be n minus 90 meters. Good. So F to X is point F to point X is n minus 90 meters. Then from X to Y will be 90 meters. When we add all, we get n meters. Now we have to find the height of the tree, correct 1 decimal place. So we form equations. So I'm going to use a tangent ratio, because it will involve the h for both angle 43 and angle 38. So tan 43 degrees will be equal to opposite, which is h, over n minus 19. So n minus 19 will be equal to h over tan 43. So n is equal to h over tan 43 plus 19. Let's call this equation 1. Now, again, using the triangle TFY, tan 38 degrees will be equal to n over will be equal to h over n, because from F to Y is n. So n is therefore equal to h over tan 38. So we can call this equation 2. Now we put equation 2 into equation 1. In other words, we are equating both equations. So we have h over tan 38 is equal to h over tan 43 plus 19. So h over tan 38 minus h over tan 43 will be equal to 19. Give us 1.2799h minus 1.0723h is equal to 19. So we do the subtraction now. We have 0.20757h is equal to 19. So we divide 19 by the result, 0.20757, and that will give us 91.535. So H will be equal to 91.535. So to one decimal place, you get H equal 91.5. 91.5 meters. Make sure you add a unit. The probability that an athlete will not win any of the three races is 1/4. If the athlete runs in all the races, what is the probability that the athlete will win? I, only the second race. I, all the three races. I, only two of the races. So let us begin. We're told that there are three races, so let's say probability of winning the first race will be 1 minus 1/4, which is 3/4. Because we're told that probability of not winning is 1/4. Then probability of winning the second race will also be 3/4. Since probability of not winning the second race is 1/4. The probability of winning the third race will also be 3/4, because probability of not winning the third race is also 1/4. Since we were told that the probability that an athlete will not win any of the three races is 1/4. Now, the first part, only the second race. If the athlete wins only the second race, that means he failed or he lost the first and third races. So probability of winning only the second race. So he lost the first one, but passed the second one and lost the third one. So that will be equal to 1/4 times 3/4 times 1/4. And that will be equal to 3/64. Then the probability that he will win all the three races. Probability that he will win all the three races. He won the first and second and third one. So that will be 3/4 times 3/4 times 3/4. And that will be equal to 27/64. So now let's look at the third one. Probability that he will win only two of the races. Only two. So only two. The possibilities are he win the first and second. So first and second, that will be 3/4 times 3/4 times 1/4, because he will not win the third one. Then another possibility is that he will win the first and the third one. He will win the first and the third one, but he will lose the second one. So 3/4 times 1 over 4 times 3 over 4. Then the probability, another possibility is that he will lose the first one, but he will win the last two. So you will lose the first one, 1 over 4 times, then the last two, you will win all of them. So 3 over 4 times 3 over 4. And what would that give us? We'll get, so the first one he will give us 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Then we have 3 times 3, another 9. Another 3 times 3, we have 9. So that will give us 9 plus 9 plus 9, all over 64. So that will be 27 over 64. Here is a B part of the question. A cone with perpendicular height 24 centimeters has a volume of 1200 centimeter cube. Find the volume of a cone with same base radius and height 84 centimeters. We are taking pi to be 22 over 7. So we know volume of a cone is given by 1 over 3 pi r square h. Where h is the perpendicular height, r is the radius, and v is the volume. So from the question, the height is 24, and the volume is 1200 centimeter cube. Is equal to 1/3 times 22 over 7 times r square times 84. So let's simplify this. So we have 1200 times 3 over 84 times 3. Sorry, this is 24, not 84. So it will be 1200 times 3 divided by 24 times 22 over 7 equal r squared. So this will be 525 over 11 is equal to r squared. Let's keep it like this. So the volume of the cone with same base radius and height 84 centimeters will be 1 over 3 times pi, which is 22 over 7 times r square. R square is now 525 over 11 times 84, and this will give us 4200 centimeter cube. The exterior angles of a polygon are 42 degrees, 38, 57, x degrees, x plus y degrees, 2x minus 15 degrees, and 3x minus y degrees. If x is 7 degrees less than y, find the values of x and y. So all we know about exterior angles of a polygon, no matter what the angles are, if we add all of them, we should get 360. So let's add 42 plus 38 plus 57 plus x plus y plus x. So we are here now. And 2x minus 15. Then we have 3x minus y. All should give us 360 degrees. Put the degrees there in each of them. Now we can now simplify this. Let's add 42 plus this will give us 80. 80 minus 15 will be 55. 55 plus 57 will be 122. So we have 122 degrees. Then we have x plus x is 2x plus another 2x is 4x plus 3x, which is 7x. Then we have y plus negative y is 0 is equal to 360. So 7x will be equal to 360 minus 122. 360 minus 122. And that will be 238. So 7x is equal to 238. So divide also by 7, x will be equal to 34. Now, to find y, we use the second part of the information. If x is 7 degrees less than y, so x is less than y by 7 degrees. So it means if x is 10 degrees, y will be equal to 17. Because 17 is 7, because 10 is 7 less than y. So 10 degrees will be 7 less than y. So what it means is that x is equal to y minus 7. So this one is just an illustration to help us write the relationship between x and y. Now we know x to be 34. So 34 is equal to y minus 7. So y will be equal to 34 plus 7. And that will be equal to 41 degrees. So ignore this one. It's just an illustration. So the answer is x equal 34 degrees and y equal 41 degrees. Now let's look at the B part. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle X, Y, Z. Angle ZXO is 34 degrees and angle XOY is 146 degrees. Find angle OYZ. Angle OYZ. This angle here is what we are looking for. So we'll start by using the relationship between angle at the center and angle at the circumference, created by the same arc XY or the same chord XY. The relationship is that the one at the center, which is 146, is equal to 2 times of the one at the circumference, which is angle XZY. Angle XZY. Now, It means that the angle over here is half of the angle over here will be half of the angle here. That is another way of saying it. So half of 146 degrees is equal to 73. So 73 degrees is equal to angle X, Z, Y. So the whole angle here is 73 degrees. But this small angle here is 34. 34 because the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. And this triangle ZXO is isosceles because Z, ZO, and OX are radii. So the base angles are equal. In the same way, ZO and OY are also radii. So this angle is equal to this angle over here. So the angle over here will be equal to 73 minus 34 degrees. So that angle over here is also equal to this angle, which is angle ZOY. Angle ZOY. So 73 minus 34. 73 minus 34 is 39. So you should state the reason when you are presenting the solution. You should state the reasons. Base angles of our isosceles triangles are equal. Sum of angles in a triangle are also adding up to 180. So that is one way you can do it. There's another way you can do it. Another way you can do it is that using this angle 34, 34, you can find this angle over here, which is 180 minus 34. 180 minus 30 minus 68. That is 112. 112. So 112 plus 146 minus 360. So 360 minus 112 minus 146 is 102. So this angle here will be 102. So you subtract 102 from 180 because this angle and this angle should be equal to 180. So 180 minus 102, and that will be equal to 78. So divide 78 by 2, and that will give you 39 for this angle. So there are so many ways. These are not the only two ways. There are other ways that you can also do it. So we move on to the next question.